Alright guys, what's going on? So today we have a random video of like just the changes that happened, like a random balance patch before fall. They say that this balance patch was like supposed to be like a follow-up to the previous one. So yeah, Lucia got a lot of buffs, man. Like you remember the last video, if you recall, I was saying that she got things that she didn't really need, like she didn't get not one buff she needed. Well, looks like, I don't know if they saw the video or if they just saw Lucia videos or what happened, but they actually gave her one of the biggest buffs she needed, which was Oki. So I'm going to go over I'll read the description to you guys, and I'll go over like the adjustments and descriptions as well. So the description says, like the overview says, Lucia's V-Skill 2 Arrest Heal, Numbing Needle, and her Anti-Air Hurricane Spinner have all been adjusted to make it easier to use. We've additionally adjusted the range and knockback of various special moves after hit, making it easier to continue Lucia's offense, which had previously been interrupted regularly, which is true. Crouching a hard punch will move forward when cancelled with a normal throw immediately after activation. So we've made the adjustment to prevent the positional change. Perfect. So the first change they have here is Crouch Heavy Punch. So Crouch Heavy Punch, they've character's central axis now remains stationary on the first hit. So it's gonna be kind of hard to see. Like I think I have rows on record, so I'll just do this. Have it on play. So like as you can see, it seems more of like a cleaner anti-air. It doesn't like, you know, like move forward and then there's like a jank hit. So that's a really good buff. So it makes the anti-air more consistent. The next change was Light, Medium, and Heavy Hurricane Spinner. The normal versions, they sped up the startup from the rear attack by 3 frames. So they changed the active rear attack frames from 3 to 5. So basically, when you do this, like it'll have like a Rashid heavy mixer effect where it hits on both sides more consistently. And then the next thing is Heavy Hurricane Spinner. So they shorten the startup from 13 frames to 12 frames when you cancel it from a standing light punch, and they increase the fall speed. So basically you can now link this, you know, you could do like standing light punch, Heavy Hurricane Spinner, right? And as you can see, I actually get Oki now because they increase Lucia's fall speed. So I'm +2 if they normalize, right? I dash up on +2. If they back rise, you know, back recover, a +7 or +5, I guess. Oh, I messed up. No, +7. I'm +7. So basically, I can get like a Stand Fierce meaty, something like this, you know, or I could get like a Crouch Medium kick. I think. Let me double check. Yeah, I get a Crouch Medium, Stand Fierce. So that's pretty. They actually get Oki now. It's pretty good. The next thing is going to be the Tornado Spinner. So that's the run up kick. And they reduce the second hit's knockback distance and increase the second attack's knockback height. So basically, this is really good because the problem. Okay, so we'll go over it real quick. So to think about the run up kicks, right? If someone normalized, you're like +1, or you're like, you know, right there, I guess. If you dash, you know, like +3, whatever. Not +1, my bad. If they back recovered though, you didn't get any Oki. But now, if they back recover, you get Oki, so you can do like, I'll show you like a set play sequence. So let's do something like this. All right, +8, dash up, you know, kind of just loop it. So it's really good. It's really good. They can't even do anything. So like they can't like really jump out. You know, you also get a Stand Fierce because you're +8. I don't believe you get a grab though, unless you like kind of. Well, no, you do. Walk up and get a grab. So it's really good. So now as you guys can see, Oki, that's one of the biggest things Lucia needed. So happy she got that, you know, because a lot of times you have to end the run V-Skill like this just to get Oki. The next change is to the V-Trigger on 1 Tornado Spinner. It's the same thing. Oh, my bad, I'm sorry. The EX Tornado Spinner. They increase the final attack's knockback on hit. So as you can see, I'm +9. I'm +9 if they pack roll. And then if they quick rise, I'm I don't know how much, +4. So they kind of got to hold that. Oh, my bad. Wrong one. No, I did it right. Yeah, +4. If they back rise, I'm +9, and I can get a grab. See, really good, really good. And it's the same thing with V-Trigger, the V-Trigger one. The back rise, you're +9. Same exact thing. The quick rise, you're +4. But then the EX one, I don't know how much it changes in V-Trigger, if it's the same or not. Yeah, it's exactly the same. Exactly the same. Really good buffs. Really good buffs. V-Trigger 1 Numbing Needle. So they decrease the pushback on block. So the Numbing Needle is V-Trigger 2, V-Skill 2. I mean, I'm not even gonna go over it because it's still really bad. They just decrease the pushback on block, as it says, and the same with the EX version, because you're +2 when you're in V-Trigger 1. So yeah, the next change is the normal V skill one, the tap kick. So they reduced the final attack's hitbox for some reason, I don't know why, and they reduced the final attack's knockback distance on midair hits. So basically, when you're doing something like this, you know, you kind of get a better Oki. So I'm plus 10. So like if I did this and dashed up, staying roundhouse with frame trap. I'm actually plus 11 if I do it fast. So staying roundhouse with frame traps, right? And then I don't know if they normalize. You know, you can get your plus 6, so you can kind of loop it or do whatever if they get hit. And then her arrest heal V skill 2, the standing one, they changed the active frames from 2 to 4. They extended the hitbox during the active attack frames, and then they added a foot hurt box to the newly extended 2 frames of the attack. So like I said, V skill 2 is still really, really bad. I can tell they don't know what to do with it. My personal opinion, it should be reworked. It should be reworked. It's just such a bad V skill, and V skill 1 is so good to give up. Like, it's just, you know, it doesn't help. Like, if Lucia's V skill 2 was like Ed's where it went through fireballs, that'd be amazing. But unfortunately, it's not. So, now that I went over the changes, I don't really know where Lucia stands. I think she's definitely going to go up a little bit, just because she gets Oki now. But she still has things that need to be addressed. I don't want to sound like a whine or anything like that. You know, I don't want to sound... It's kind of... I feel like it's wrong of me to do that when Lucia got buffed. But I got to state what Lucia still needs. So Lucia got one of the biggest things I was talking about for a while. She got Oki, right? Outside of V-Trigger. The next thing she needs is better range on like Stand Fierce and some of her punch buttons and pokes. Like her low forward even. Like this low forward does not have as much range as you would think. Like, does not have as much range as you would think. I know it's like I'm hitting her right now. You're like, oh yeah. But a lot of times it whiffs in a real match. And I'm clearly hitting the person's foot. So more range on that. More range on Stand Fierce. This right here, the crush counter of the stand roundhouse, they need to decrease the pushback on hit, because you can push so far back a lot of times you can't even get the run shoulder. So you have to do run V skill or run up kick. So if they decrease the pushback where I can get this more consistently, this would be amazing. You know, I should be able to always get that, or most of the time, or at least get like this, you know, more consistently. I'm only getting it consistently here because I'm really close, but in a real match, you're not ever that close. You never do it that close because it's punishable, right? It's -4. A lot of characters have good 4-frame buttons that I fight, to like Ken, Ryu, you know, just to name a few. They could, Ibuki, they could like, you know, just punish it easily. So that's one change I would like to see. I would also like to see her damage output increased outside of V-Trigger, because, you know, it's her damage is still low. Like, you have to burn like a lot of meter just to get decent damage. And also, like I would like to see this combo I'm about to show you right here. I would like to be able to do this outside of the corner. So let's say I got like a jump in, like I burned a 1 bar, run up kick. I had the counter hit on. Let me do it without counter hit. They could even like, you know, like run V skill or something, like, right? Normal combo. If you can do that with like mid screen, that'd be amazing. And then another thing too is she can do this, and then medium hurricane spinner on Zangief, but that's like the only character, or one of the only characters, so I don't know why that works. Maybe it's a Hurtbox thing, but that would be cool to have it for other characters too. You know, that'd be nice. And then the last thing I would say, let's see, the last thing I would say for her is buff V-Trigger 2, because V-Trigger 2 needs some buffs. Like, it needs like something else. And then I don't know, did I say V-Trigger 1 being 2 bars? I still want that to be 2 bars. And honestly, those would be, if they do those things, Lucia would go up a lot. And I don't even think she would be broken. I mean, obviously, if V-Trigger 1 is 2 bars, they would reduce the usage. I don't think she would have as many uses now. But those are some changes I would like to see in the fall update. So if you know, when the fall update comes, I hope that they can take note of some other changes Lucia may need. And that'd be nice. You know, Sakura got a ton of changes for patches to come. She like patches, and she got pages like from like we go back and look at some of the patches after Sakura came out. She got so many changes. So I would just like to see Lucia at least get some love, like the stuff I named. That'll make her a lot better. And the last thing too, before I really forget, is I would like to see this combo. That's one of the biggest changes like Lucia would ever receive. And it's not even broken. Like if they let this combo without counter hit or EX, that'd be amazing. But yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below about the changes. I think this is gonna really help out Lucia a lot. But she still needs more, but we'll see how the future is to her, okay? So peace out for now, and see you guys in the next video. Take care.